Hey, good morning, everyone. Michael Fanning, and this is Warm Up 242. And today I want to talk about responsibility. I want to talk about being a problem solver, not a problem maker. And it's not very common, unfortunately, in the world today. And I'll give you a personal experience, but this comes from, I'm just going to read this. This comes from a blog by Seth Godin, excuse me. And Seth Godin, it's just titled this, it's called One at a Time, Over and Over. He says, in 2018, a special night out, the restaurant shouldn't have been as disappointing as it was. The room was beautiful, the staff was trying hard, the menu was ambitious, and yet it fell flat. I realized the problem is one that many of us face. All shift long, there's a lot to do. Another plate to fire, another customer to serve, another plate to clean. And yet this customer doesn't care about all that. For any given dinner, this may very well be the only time he or she will ever eat here. For any given dinner, this dish, this interaction, that's the only chance you've got, you're going to get. It doesn't matter to them that you have 100 tops to serve in the next hour. It doesn't matter that the last week's worth of customers all left happy. This customer, they're just here this one time. And he says over and over, just this one time, over and over. And that brings me to my point today, right? So recently I had an experience with a rental property, trying to get an appliance with a company, big company that starts with an L. I won't say their name, Lowe's. Anyways, but just a calamity of errors, right? Calamity errors. And the problem is it's all this finger pointing going on. You know, that's not my responsibility. That's not our department. Lowe's pointed the finger at the hauling company. The hauling company pointed their finger back at Lowe's. There was some form, unfortunately, online that didn't get filled out. And due to COVID, you know, we can't go in person. And so all this stuff happened. But not once did somebody on a phone call say to me, I'm going to take responsibility for this. I'm sorry. I hear what's happening and we will fix it for you. It was just, he said, she said, they did this, I did that, you missed a form, and everything kind of fell back onto me in terms of it was my responsibility. How is it that I'm buying a product from you and the issues that happen because of your lack of process, your lack of client or customer service, your lack of taking responsibility, the choice you chose for the hauler, you chose that hauler, I didn't. How does that fall back on me? And the problem is this, is that the more that those errors happen to where somebody wasn't taking responsibility, somebody wasn't stepping up and saying, we hear you, we're sorry, we'll solve it, we'll make it better, the more frustrated I became, the more uncertainty in my mind, and the more that I became dedicated to letting people know that their service was horrendous, right? And all it would take, even if there were still those errors, all it would have taken was for one person to say, you know what, I'm sorry. We'll make it right. We apologize. That's all it takes. How many of us, though, get in our lane, right, and we have these blinders on where it's not our problem? Not our problem. I just had conversation the other day with somebody that's going through the purchase of a home, and the real estate agent is pointing the finger at the title company. The title company is pointing the finger at the real estate agent. Guess what? Somebody take responsibility. Somebody become a problem solver. Somebody have an empathetic ear. Somebody listen. Somebody say, I'm sorry. That's what it boils down to. And so here's what I would ask. I would ask, how many of you right now in your business, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have a company, how many of you are empowering people to serve and to solve problems? No matter what it takes, we'll get it fixed. We're here for you because you have one chance with that client. You have one chance with that client. And the problem is what we do is we see our world around us of all the things going on, well, COVID's going on, and we're understaffed, and we're this, and we're this, and we're this, and we're this, and we're that. I don't care. This is my one time I'm interacting with you, and what's my experience? Because whatever that experience is, I'm going to go talk about it. And your goal should be that I say, it was amazing. Things didn't all go the right way, but I got to tell you, they took care of me. They listened to me. They solved my problem. Or did they create more of a problem for me? Did they put more work on my plate? Did they make me feel bad about my choices and what I did? You guys think about that. Think about that. And I'll end with this. The person who serves the most prospers the most. The person who serves the most prospers the most. And if you have kids, teach them these qualities about, you know what? Don't just stay in your lane. Look outside of where you are and say, how can I help? What can I do? Who can I serve? If there's a problem, don't be a problem maker, be a problem solver. You know, you always hear that term, don't be part of the problem, but be part of the solution. We need more people doing that. And here's what I will tell you. There is less of that going on in our world today. So guess what? There's a massive opportunity to take advantage of that gap and be that epic service provider. Be that person that can be amazing and serve, because the more you serve, the more you prosper. All right, everybody. Hey, have a great Friday. Be awesome and help somebody. Vote. All right, talk to you later.